gentlemen, we're back here at the West Rutland Hinchy Memorial Gym, this time for the championship game of the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament, brought to you by Rutland Region Community Television, Channel 15. We're going to have the announcement of the starting of all the players on each team for the Shoreham Raiders and for Christ the King.
Again, I want to announce
Pat Lahan, the public address announcer, is announcing the officials, Sam Poljazic and Steve Patrika, who volunteered their time to help out here. Both of them are West Rutland graduates and both of them outstanding athletes from days past here at West Rutland. I'm sure Sam and Steve both played in the 5th and 6th grade tournament a few years ago.
15, Pat McCormick.
For Christ the King, 15, Pat McCormick.
Number 34, Josh Flynn.
Number 34, Josh Flynn.
Number 23, Sam Fisher.
Number 23, Sam Fisher.
Number 11, Mike Hackett.
Mike Hackett, number 11 for Christ the King.
Number 24, Mike Keenan.
Mike Keenan from Christ the King.
Number 4, Jude Johnson.
Number 4, Jude Johnson.
Number 52, Roy Harrison.
52, Roy Harrison.
Number 30, Ryan Bentrup.
Ryan Bentrup, number 30.
Number 44, Tristan Keith.
Tristan Keith, number 44.
Number 35, Pat Rawls.
Pat Rawls, number 35.
Number 33, Mike Tomasi.
Mike Tomasi, number 33. Pat Lahan sounds like Dave Finkel from the old Spectrum in Philadelphia. Number 14, Jim Reardon. Number 2, Justin Fitzsimmons.
45, Pat Dudley.
Number 45, Pat Dudley, Bill Dudley's boy.
Number 50, Andrew Morgan.
And number 50, Andrew Morgan. For those of you familiar with high school basketball in the state of Vermont, they always introduce the entire team at championship games, and we're following through with that tradition here at West Rutland. We have a large vocal crowd from Shoreham. One of the Shoreham fans told me that the whole town is here tonight for this game. Number 34, Jason Leonard. Number 48, Mike Bolger. They tell me he's a player to watch out here. Number 37, Silas Canavan.
Number 41, Nick Atwood.
Nick Atwood, number 41.
Number 33, Charlie Vasey.
Charlie Vasey, number 33.
Number 36, Ryan Trudell.
Ryan Trudell, number 36.
Number 30,
Matt Bilodeau, number 30.
Number 29, Anthony Tracy.
Anthony Tracy, number 29.
Number 39, Tom Cohesi.
Tom Clohesi, number 39. Those are the Shoreham Raiders with a record of 21-0. Christ the King is 14-0. Getting ready to start the game. My partner in crime, John Center, is back. We got Brian Mayhew on camera. And we're ready to go in the championship game of the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tournament. Good crowd here from Shoreham, John, and from Christ the King.
Yep. Yeah, this is, both teams are very well represented, and I know they're both going to be playing very hard for the #1 spot here.
This will be something for them to remember if they can take home, even if they don't take home the trophy, it's going to be something for them to remember. It's a great experience for the kids. Shoreham is going to start Mike Bolger at center, number 41, Nick Atwood, number 34, Jason Leonard, and I think number 37, Silas Canavan.
Shoreham's got a tremendous size advantage. Christ the King is probably a little faster, so this should be a real interesting matchup.
It'll be interesting.
I think it's going to be a real good game.
From reading the paper accounts of the game, the Rutland Herald's been doing a good job of putting in the scores and results of the game. I guess Pat McCormick and Mike Bolger are 2 players to watch. And there's a long tip by Bolger. Off the break. Jason Leonard opens up this championship game of the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tournament with a basket.
Just like you said, Bolger to Leonard.
McCormick drives to the left side trying to be guarded by Leonard, and it's up and in by McCormick. Good little left-hand quickness. There's a press by Christ the King. There's a long pass. The ball is stolen. Christ the King opening up with that two-man trap, John, in the backcourt.
Yep. And the two leading scorers are right in there already. They each got a bucket.
Ball goes inside to number 11, Mike Hackett. He takes a shot and misses. Rebound goes to, it's hard to tell, number 37, Silas Canavan. Bringing the ball up, Jason Leonard for Shoreham. He passes it into Bolger. Bolger back to Leonard up, and he's fouled on the play. Foul's going to be charged on Mike Keenan, number 24 for Christ the King. I think Mike Keenan might be the son of Dr. Pat Keenan. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he is. He's had a fine tournament as well. Very consistent.
I don't know if Pat was much of a basketball player. He was a good football player, remember? One of those powerful 165-pound tackles that we had back in the old days. Of course, we didn't have face masks and stuff back then, John, but Jason Leonard gets his third point of the game, puts Shoreham up 3-2 to start out here.
Jason Leonard for Shoreham and Pat McCormick for Christ the King. They're both left-handers.
Leonard misses the second shot. Keenan goes for the ball, and the ball's tipped out of his hands. It's going to be Christ the King ball.
Just a little different, unusual to guard a left-hander at this age. Kids are used to play kids that are right-handed, and left-handed, they seem to get by people very easy.
Mike Hackett with the ball over to McCormick. McCormick sets on the outside into Keenan. Keenan looks over the floor. Starts to go baseline. He's guarded by Bolger. He's got a little bit of size advantage on him. Over the 23, Sam Fisher. Ball is stolen away by Leonard. He's going to try to go all the way. It's up. It's good. Jason Leonard's open up with 5 points, 5 quick points, and it's 5-2 in favor of Shoreham, who comes in here at 21-0, and Christ the King is at 14-0. Bolger guards Keenan underneath the Hackett. He shoots a baseline shot. Goes up and over the top. Let's see now, John. Rectangular board, front to back. That's a violation, right? Isn't that the way they call that?
Violation.
Now, if we had half moon backboards here, it wouldn't be a violation. That's what they tell me anyway. I don't know.
I'll take your word for all that.
Okay. Ball goes inside. The ball is tipped away by number 15, Pat McCormick. He goes up and shoots it up and in.
Nice move.
So far it's Leonard 5 and McCormick 4, John. The ball's kicked out of bounds off McCormick. It's going to be Shoreham ball. Bringing the ball in play is Silas Canavan, number 37. He goes over to Leonard, who dribbles the ball out of bounds. And it's going to belong to Christ the King. Coach Peter DuPoy and Tom DuPoy of Christ the King call timeout. They want to talk to their charges.
Neither team looks very nervous here. They come out gunning.
They're going out and going after it, John. We'll come back in just a minute with the last 4 minutes of the first quarter here in the championship tournament. And West Rutland's 5th and 6th grade tourney brought to you by Rutland Region Community Television. Okay, here we are back at the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tournament championship game between the Shoreham Raiders and the Christ the King team, school team. Pat McCormick with the ball on the outside. I guess we might call them the Little Mounties. Keenan with the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by Bolger. It looks like Coach DuPoy is trying to keep Bolger away from the hoop if he can, so he's got Keenan working on the outside. Back over to 23. Sam Fisher gets it back to McCormick. Also on the floor for Christ the King, Keenan, 24, McCormick, and Brian Hackett. There's Fisher up with a shot, misses. Rebound goes to Silas Canavan, over to Bolger, back to Leonard. Leonard brings it up front court. Looks like a 2-1-2 offense for Shoreham. Bolger with the ball, passes off to the outside. Now Leonard has it again. Leonard inside, he misses. Rebound goes to Bolger, puts it back up, he misses. Bolger with another rebound. Leonard gets it up and in. Leonard's got 7.
Bolger and Leonard show down at that end that time.
McCormick brings the ball up. Coach DuPoy, Tom DuPoy, wants a special play. Coaches for Shoreham, Joe Bolger, Danny Atwood, and Eric Leonard got their kids playing that good, tough, in-your-face man-to-man defense. There's a shot that's missed. A big rebound right there by 45. Pat Dudley, Bill Dudley's boy. Here's McCormick driving the left hand on the outside. Misses the shot. Bolger gets the ball. Leonard with the ball now. On the outside, inside to Bolger, makes a nice slip move on the inside, and Looks like 45 Dudley's called for the foul. I'm not sure, John.
Beautiful, strong move to the
It
hoop.
is. It's on 45, Pat Dudley. Bolger gets the hoop. The score is 9-4 Shoreham with 2:30 left in the first half of this 5th and 6th grade championship tournament. You were right, John. Christ the Kings trying to use their speed, trying to push the ball up the floor. Shoreham a little bit better size, but Shoreham looks like they move the ball up the floor pretty well as Bolger hits the free throw.
Get Jason Leonard out on that fast break. He's quick, but their size advantage, you see they're getting 3-4 shots at the hoop down at the other end. Christ the Kings having a hard time rebounding.
McCormick loses the ball, took his eye off the pass a little bit and lost the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Silas Canavan inbounding the ball to Leonard. Also on the floor for Shoreham is number 33, Charlie Vasey. There's a foul. Foul's going to be on 48 for Shoreham. 48 for Shoreham. That's the first foul on Mike Bolger. Christ the King calls timeout again. That's his second timeout of the first half. The score is 10-4. Coach Tom and Pete DePoy want to talk over what's going on in proceedings, and we'll be back in just a minute with the continuation of this game. Okay, we're back here. I saw Sam Poljazic come over and talk to the Shoreham coach and told him that he's going to call Shoreham white and Christ the King red. I guess the shirts are pretty close together, but the white shorts of Shoreham going to make it a little bit easier on the officials. It's kind of hard when both of them the same color. It's hard when they're different colors for some officials, but when they're both the same color, it makes it a little tougher. Okay, number 24 brings the ball up. Mike Keenan dribbles down the right side, gets a nice pick from Dudley. Pretty easy to see what that play was. John Dudley came and picked off Mike Bolger, and Keenan tried to go baseline. He just missed the shot. That play will work, though.
It will, and it worked great for him last night. He hit 3 or 4 from that same area.
Good rebound by Keenan, brings it up to the outside. He's going to stop and hit the popper. It's no good. Dudley fights for the rebound, and it goes to number 41, Atwood. Nick Atwood now in the ball game for Shoreham. Jason Leonard with the ball at the top of the key, into Bolger. Bolger turns to the hoop. Good defense. Dudley did a good job of making him turn away from the hoop, but McCormick, trying to help out, gets called for the foul. So that's the first foul on Pat McCormick for Christ the King. And Bolger will go to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to increase the Shoreham lead to 8 points.
He's very agile for his size, boy. He knows the game.
He's only an 8th grader, John, and he's got real good size right now.
6th grader.
I'm sorry, he's a 6th grader. Well, John, does he or does he not look like an 8th grader?
No, he does. He plays like one. I just didn't want the Christ the King fans to think they had a ringer in this tournament.
Right, he is a 6th grader. Wait till he grows up.
Yeah.
Bolger hits both, increases the Shoreham lead to 8 points, 12-4. Minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Christ the King again looks to be overloading one side. McCormick with the ball at the top of the key. Underneath to Keenan, who made a nice in and out move to get to the ball. He takes Bolger to the hoop. The ball is stolen away by Nick Atwood. Keenan gets it back. We got a jump ball called, and it's going to be Christ the King ball.
Shoreham's doing an excellent job of interior defense. They're forcing Christ the King to take a lot of stuff from outside.
I think maybe part of Christ the King's plan would be to challenge Bolger. There's McCormick with a 3-pointer from the outside.
That'll do it.
Yeah, if you can get 3 to every one of their 2, you're going to win, John. That's the way it usually works. Keenan with a steal, a long pass up court to Hackett.
Oh,
over to Fisher,
beautiful.
lays it up and in.
Unselfish or what?
Great teamwork by Mike Hackett, making a nice pass underneath after the steal. And Christ the Kings cut the lead to 3 points. There's a pass underneath now to Silas Canavan. Up and in. A little bit of you take this and I'll take that, John.
No, this is no tennis court basketball here. This is the real stuff.
This sure is. There's McCormick driving the left side up and in.
And for in.
There's some basketball players out there, John. They're doing a great job. Keenan with the steal on a pass to Bolger. Goes baseline, shoots up. No good. Bolger gets the rebound. Bolger brings the ball up. Passes it over to Canavan. Canavan drives to the left side. Fakes, gets it underneath. Nice pass underneath to Atwood. He misses. Canavan with the rebound, misses. Atwood again.
Beautiful. There you go again, 3-4 shots at the hoop.
Nick Atwood worked real hard on that, and he came back, got a couple rebounds, got the hoop. There's McCormick to end the quarter with a 3-pointer. Good basketball here in the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tournament. The score at the end of the first quarter in the championship game here, West Rutland's championship game, 16-11 in favor of the Shoreham Raiders, who are trying to extend their record to 22-0, while Christ the King's trying to go 15-0. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, back for the second quarter. Rutland Community Television, Channel 15 with John Center, Mickey Caligiri, and Brian Mayhew on camera for the championship game here in the West Rutland Tournament, 35th annual tournament. Shoreham's going to inbound the ball to start the second quarter with a 5-point lead. Christ the King went to a little bit of a press, cut the lead down to 3 points, and Shoreham came back and got a nice hoop by Canavan. Number 36 in the game for Shoreham, Ryan Trudell. There's a long pass to Hackett. Oh, a good play. Rebound goes to Jason Leonard. Leonard brings the ball up. Looks like the left-handed kids are dominating this tournament on offense.
They are.
There's Bolger underneath. Oh, a great play by Dudley. Good defensive play. Keenan gets the ball. Looks up court. Bolger fronts him on the outside. McCormick with the ball, being guarded by Leonard, makes a nice quick move. First step quick move. The foul is going to be on number 41, I believe, Nick Atwood, who came over from the weak side to try to help out.
Right on the button, that's what it was on.
Looks like Christ the King is trying to overload one side, and then when they overload, they pick away so McCormick can drive to the left side and then try to get some help from rebounding on this side. And again, it looks like they're working Mike Keenan away from the hoop because Bolger is guarding him to try to get a little bit of negate that height advantage that Shoreham has. McCormick hits both, and now the lead is again 3 points, 16-13 in favor of Shoreham. Good basketball here. Bolger with the ball over to Jason Leonard. Leonard with a nice long pass underneath. Shot is up and missed. Bolger gets the rebound. He misses. He gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. I kind of jumped the gun on that, John, but I knew it was going in.
A little body
had that look. 18-13 Shoreham. McCormick with the ball on the outside. Dudley sets a pick weak. McCormick takes his man into the pick, misses. Rebound Bolger again. Christ the King has to make good shots because they'll have a little trouble on the offensive boards because Bolger will sweep them.
Beautiful split.
Yeah. Jason Leonard splits two defenders, lays it up and in left-handed. Coach DePloy wants the kids to get out in front of him. McCormick with the ball. Dudley playing the high post. Over the weak side to Keenan. Keenan with the ball. He looked like he had a lob pass to McCormick. Now he's at the top of the key. McCormick wants the ball on the other side. He makes the fake. Lays it up and in.
I think he plays basketball more than December and January.
I think so too, John. He's got a real good quick first step, and he's got a nice soft touch when he gets the ball underneath. Steal by Dudley. Tosses the ball up, and it goes off. It goes off. Steve Patrica.
He called it almost every which way.
Steve Patrica knew which way he was going on there. Great mechanics on that play. I hope everybody got a chance to see that. That was went off three guys' feet at the same time, but there was only two there. So
notice he didn't look this way.
No.
That makes a difference. That's a difference between a professional.
Keenan with the ball, drives down to the right side. Atwood fronts him. He takes the one-hander. He misses. Ball's tipped by Bolger. I believe it's going to belong to Christ the King. I don't want to make you call for these officials, but because they certainly can do the job.
As long as they match up, you're all right.
Jude Johnson in the game now for Christ the King. Takes the ball out of bounds. Passes it into Keenan. Also in the game for Christ the King is Ryan Bentrup. Hackett now with the ball over to Keenan. Keenan drives baseline, shoots it up, misses. Rebound goes to Nick Atwood. Keenan tries to steal. Ball goes over to Leonard. Christ the King hustles back. Looks like they're going to play a zone. And Leonard was thinking about going inside to Bolger, and at the last minute decided to shoot and took an extra step. McCormick's back in for Christ the King, and Hackett goes out. For Christ the King now on the floor, we got Jude Johnson, number 4, Mike Keenan, number 24, Pat McCormick, 15, number 30, Ryan Beentrup, and number 44, Tristan Keefe. Keefe sets a pick for Keenan. He shoots it up, misses. Keenan gets his own rebound. Good hustle by Mike Keenan. Ball tipped away by Jason Leonard.
Mike Keenan, he's right on target. He's just a little bit short. He's always on the short side of the rim.
That's good aggressive man-to-man defense that Shoreham plays there. There's a steal by Canavan. Silas Canavan for Shoreham. The ball goes over to Leonard, number 36, Ryan Trudell in the game for Shoreham. Leonard passes it into Bolger. Bolger spin, he's called for traveling.
Mike Hackett just went out of the game for Christ the King. He's had a nice little tournament. He hasn't scored an awful lot of points, but he's like the number 2 guard. He's made an awful lot of things happen. He controls the ball well, and very unselfish. He's passed up a lot of opportunities for himself to give it to the other kids.
It's not hard to see why Christ the King's 14-0. They got good balance and good solid team play out there. McCormick puts one up and he cuts the lead again to 3. There's the ball stolen by Keefe. The ball is stolen again by Leonard. He's got a man wide open underneath. He's going to take it all the way. McCormick hustles back and call for the foul.
Oh boy.
Jason Leonard had Nicky Atwood wide open down low. Decided to take it all the way himself and drew the foul from Pat McCormick, who I believe that's his second foul.
That's one of them deals where you love to see the ball be advanced, but then when somebody's so wide open as that, I've seen an awful lot of turnovers committed there too.
That's
because
right.
They're so surprised.
Yep, sometimes it's tough to catch that pass, especially if the kid's passing on the move. Leonard makes the foul shot, extends the Shoreham lead to 21-17. This is exciting basketball, and Community Television Channel 15 is happy to bring it to you. Leonard makes his second one. It's 22-17 now in favor of the Shoreham Raiders over Christ the King. McCormick with the ball gets a nice pick up top, lays it up and in.
NBA right there.
23 pick away. Sam Fisher with a real good job, made a nice pick. And McCormick was able to drive into the hoop. Ball is stolen again, taken away, and it belongs to Christ the King. Christ the King's got the chance to cut this lead to either 1 point or tie the game up if McCormick can hit another 3-pointer. McCormick at the top of the key now. Looks, passes the ball over to Keenan. Keenan drives left-handed inside. Bolger covering. Bolger blocks the shot. Got a real size advantage, but Keenan's not afraid to take it into the trees, is he, John?
No, he's going right at him. Christ the King's having a good half here. They only scored 10 points at the half last night versus Wallingford. And they looked pretty flat. They came out and played a good second half to pull out the game, but boy, they're playing a nice first half here tonight.
Mike Tomasi's in the ball game now. There's a quick pass underneath to Tristan Keefe, and he's fouled, I believe, by Nick Atwood, and that's going to be his second foul. So Tristan Keefe goes a line with 2 shots, a chance to cut the lead to 1 point for Christ the King. We've got 1:59 to go in the first half. The score is 22-19 Shoreham. Keenan misses the first.
And the coach is pondering over and over in his mind, oh, he's got 2 fouls. Should I leave him in there for the last minute 59? Hope he doesn't pick up his third.
They come in bunches, John. They come in bunches at this age especially. Kids are hustling, and I think Tristan Keefe missed the free throw, missed the iron again, and that's a violation. Ball comes inbounds to Leonard, passes to Bolger, back to Leonard. They work that real nice. They break the press easily. That time Leonard got the ball underneath. Yep. There's a shot on the weak side. I believe that's number 36. That's Ryan Trudell gets the hoop on the other side. They did a nice job breaking the press. Couple quick passes, John, and you got 2 points.
That was beautiful. That's like you like to teach them all the way up through.
McCormick stops and misses the one-hander. Nick Atwood gets another rebound. He's done a good job on the boards, and there's a foul. Fouls on 15. Fouls on 15. McCormick. McCormick has 3 fouls now in the first half. So they're going to have to get him out. 14 comes in. 14 comes in at Jimmy Reardon.
That's him.
Jimmy Reardon's in. Got a nice haircut, John says. Not like his dad.
Not like his dad. His dad trips on his hair. No. Little Jimmy, he wants to be able to see the court.
Jason Leonard brings the ball up on the outside, goes to 37, Canavan. Canavan underneath, back out to Leonard. Leonard into Bolger. Nice offensive series. What a sequence right there. 3 quick passes underneath.
When he catches the ball, he has great court presence. He knows exactly where he is in relation to the hoop when he gets it down deep like that.
Christ the King in a little bit of trouble now. They lost their best offensive of 23. Fisher shoots and misses. The rebound goes to Shoreham. Shoreham's got a chance to extend their lead to 8 points before the half. Leonard at the top of the key. Again, Christ the King in like a 2-1-2 zone, John, it looks like.
Yep.
Pass underneath to Canavan, up and inside. Canavan puts Shoreham up by 9 points here. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Christ the King's going to have to get a bucket to get some answer here. McCormick is coming back in the game. There's a drive on the baseline. Rebound goes to Dudley. He shoots it up and misses.
4 quick points in about 20 seconds once McCormick went out of the lineup.
Yep. Jason Leonard, looks like Shoreham's going to try to work for the last shot, maybe draw Christ the King out of that zone a little bit. 23 Fisher comes out to challenge the ball. Bolger turns to the hoop. Fakes, shoots it up. No good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Good first shot defense by Pat Dudley, but Mike Bolger gets the putback. The score at the half is going to be 30-19 in favor of Shoreham here in the West Rutland 35th annual 5th and 6th grade tournament named for Ed Glodzik. We're going to be back in the second half to bring you the exciting finish of this tournament. Okay, we're back here with Johnny Least, center, and Mickey Caligiri at the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tournament. Steve Patrico is just demonstrating some of his refereeing mechanics to us. We want to take just a minute to remind you that on Friday, March 25th, here at the West Rutland Gym, the West Rutland Booster Club, for the benefit of West Rutland High School girls basketball program, will again be presenting a basketball fun night. John Center will give you the details before we start the second half. Take it away, John.
Well, it's going to be March 25th. The first game is going to be at 6 o'clock with the teachers playing the town officials, elected and non-elected and impeached and otherwise. And 7:30, we're going to have the West Rutland Fire Department versus the West Rutland Rotary. Some of these teams are taking this pretty serious. I know the Fire Department has a practice tonight. The teachers, they've got a ringer. They've gotten Michelle Dufour, which is one of the leading scorers in women's area college basketball. It's one of their new players this year to team up with Liz Cronin and others. And we've got raffles and concessions and clowns, and it's going to be just a lot of fun that night.
Okay, we're ready to go with the second half, John. I'll be looking forward to it, being a member of the teachers team that is 1-0, undefeated so far in town league play. McCormick opens up the second half and puts the ball in. He's got to be on the floor for Christ the King if they're going to climb back into this. They're down 9 points to start the second half. Again, they're coming out with that good, quick zone trap.
And I would almost say that the Shoreham coach told them to go right at him, see if we can pick up the number 4 foul.
There's Bolger. Gets a foul from behind. It's going to be on not Bill Dudley, I'm sorry, Pat Dudley. Bill will probably tell you that I'll call a foul on him no matter where he is from the old men's league, but he's sitting in the first row. He didn't get anywhere near that play. Mike Bolger will go to the line to shoot 2 for Shoreham, who's in front 30-21 here in the championship game of the 5th and 6th grade tourney. Shoots the first one up and in. Another thing about this young man, John, you told me he's a big kid for a 6th grader, and he's very agile for his size. He's also a good shooter. He's got a nice shooting touch.
He's very smooth, just a really nice kid.
Those good players, they just don't waste motion out there, John.
No, they're out there for a reason.
McCormick tries to hustle the ball up the floor, so Shoreham can't get back. There's a pass. What a nice move by Nick Atwood. Good catch, turn, and shot, all in one motion. Great play. Nice shot by Nick Atwood to put Shoreham up by 12 points. For those of you who are interested, this game will be on tomorrow. You'll be seeing this game on Saturday at about 1:30 or 2 o'clock, I think. Will be the first showing. First, we'll start with the consolation game and then the championship game. 33-23 as Christ the King comes back and scores. Ball tipped out of bounds by Hackett. On the floor now for Shoreham, Charlie Vasey's in there, number 33, along with Jason Leonard, Mike Bolger, Nick Atwood, and Silas Canavan. Underneath the Bolger, he turns. The foul is called on number 23, I believe. Fisher. Sam Fisher gets called for the foul, and Bolger again will get 2 shots. Chance to extend Shoreham's lead. It's 33-23, 4:50 to go in the third quarter of this championship game. In the earlier game this evening, Proctor defeated Wallingford for a 3rd place in the tournament. Bolger hits another foul shot. and he'll get a second. On the floor for Christ the King, Mike Keenan. Mike Hackett. Pat Dudley. Sam Fisher. And Pat McCormick. McCormick with the ball over to Keenan.
Christ the King's been a second half
Keenan
team.
shoots and misses.
They've been a second half team for most of this tournament. They play very low-key. The first half, it seems, like a couple nights this week, and in the second half, they turn it on. They're going to need that same result tonight. Nice feed.
I think it's going to be a little bit tougher tonight because it looks like Shoreham's got just a little bit more balance. They've got Atwood helping out. They've got Leonard. They've got Bolger. And Canavan's contributed quite a bit, too.
Well, at least for now, and Shoreham's playing with more intensity at this point. They're just hustling a little bit more than Christ the King kids are right now.
Atwood on the line misses the first. Here's a strong-built kid, too, for a sixth grader, too, John.
Yeah.
Atwood shoots it up, misses. Rebound goes to McCormick. Scrambles in with the big guys and comes down with it. He drives all the way down the left side. Leonard misses. He misses. Leonard was on defense. Bolger loses a ball out of bounds. It's going to belong to Christ the King again.
The Atwood kid is he's one of the unsung heroes of the tournament. He has been Leonard and Bolger that have been getting all the press because of their offensive production, but he's been getting a lot of the rebounds that have ultimately led to their points.
McCormick misses underneath. Bolger gets the rebound, gets it off to Jason Leonard, brings the ball over half court. He tries to go right side. Good steal by Fisher. Scramble underneath. Ball's blocked by McCormick. Blocked again by McCormick. Fisher with the ball on the right side. Lays back a little bit, lets everybody clear. Keenan hustles in for the rebound. Bolger blocks it. Again, John, Keenan's not afraid to go in there, hustle after the ball, take that shot underneath. He's challenging him in there.
It's
McCormick with the ball with a one-hander.
It's good to see him keep shooting because he hasn't a real strong shooting night, but he's not stopping.
Looked like McCormick looks just a little bit tired out there going against a bigger, taller kid in Jason Leonard. Nice pass underneath by Leonard to Atwood. He misses. Leonard gets the rebound. He misses. Bolger tips it.
Look at him.
Leonard comes away with it, falls away, and a foul is called. It's going to be on 45, I believe.
There you go. He just wanted that ball more.
The foul is going to be on Keenan, number 24. It's going to be his third foul. 12-point lead for Shoreham.
Jason wasn't to be denied when he went in after that rebound. He got his hands on it, and there was nobody who was going to take it away from him.
Showed good strength, too, in his hands and arms there, taking the ball away.
He looks like he's solid.
These kids are playing hard out there. Christ the King and Shoreham both playing real hard out there, giving a lot of effort. Leonard hits the first, makes the score 36-23. March Madness has come to West Rutland, John.
It sure has. Don't tell anybody the NCAAs are on TV.
Well, there's about 250, 300 people that don't even know that's being played tonight, I guess. This pass over to Fisher, back to McCormick. He fakes, back over to Fisher. Fisher looks, he drives the lane, shoots it up over Atwood, misses. The rebound goes to Bolger. There's Atwood again, John, with good help from the weak side defense.
Yep.
Jason Leonard with the ball underneath the Bolger.
Oh,
nice return pass to Leonard. He's up and misses. McCormick gets the rebound, and a jump ball is called, and it's going to belong to Shoreham. Shoreham gets second shots. Keenan gets called for his fourth foul. Trying to guard the taller Bolger. It's a tough task. It's a tough task when you're looking in the chest of the other guy when you're standing up straight, John.
Christ the King's going to sub for him.
Number 30 comes in the game to replace Ryan Bentrup. I think I mispronounced his name in the first half. I apologize, Ryan. And also number 4 comes in the game, Jude Johnson for Christ the King. So Ryan Bentrup and Jude Johnson in for Christ the King, replacing Mike Hackett and Mike Keenan. Bolger back on the line again. Misses. Joe Bolger can be proud of the effort of his kids tonight, and so can Tom DePoy and Pete DePoy for the Christ the King kids.
It's a long season with your practices and games and traveling and even at this level. And this is a good opportunity for the kids to really showcase their skills in a tournament atmosphere.
Once they get that taste, John, they like to be back there too when they get to high school.
They do.
McCormick with the ball at the top of the key, looks around, looking for help, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson dribbles down the right side, holds the ball back out to McCormick. McCormick fakes, drives to the left, shoots it up. Nice shot in traffic, missed it though. Bolger gets the rebound. There's the pass up court. There's two passes, two quick passes. Atwood makes a nice catch. And Canavan falling away. That looked like the old Dipper doing that one. That looked like Will Chamberlain.
Bolger working hard.
Jump ball. Ryan Bentrup ties up Mike Bolger, and that ball is going to belong to Christ the King. Good defensive effort by Ryan Bentrup. Number 30 comes in, Matt Bilodeau. Comes in for Shoreham, replacing Charlie Vasey. Pat McCormick
going to make a run here pretty soon. They're down 14, and they haven't showed much offense in the last couple minutes.
It'll be interesting to see if they try to set McCormick up outside for a couple three-pointers. There's Bolger with an erasure. Went off of Jason Leonard's foot, so the ball is going to belong to Christ the King. Number 50 comes into the game for Christ the King. That's Andrew Morgan. A little bit more size. Maybe he can challenge Mike Bolger on the boards a little bit. And also Nick Atwood, who's done a good job. There's McCormick for the three. Just a little bit long. Just a little bit long. There's a quick pass up court to number 30. Goes out of bounds. Belongs to number 23, Sam Fisher, and the Christ the King team. Coach Tom DuPuy is trying to set their offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see him set that pick for McCormick again. There's a pass underneath. And a foul call to number 30, Matt Bilodeau.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to get McCormick involved a little better than they're doing right now.
Well, Keenan gives them good balance when McCormick's in there, so you can't concentrate on McCormick.
Yeah.
But with Keenan on the bench with 4 fouls, it makes it a little bit tougher on Christ the King here.
That's an excellent point.
Number 4, G. Johnson. The ball is stolen away by that Mr. Leonard again. Shoots it up. He's fouled from behind by McCormick.
That's his 4th.
That's McCormick's 4th foul.
And for the umpteenth time this week, another good show of sportsmanship there.
And Mike Hackett comes in. He calls timeout right away for Christ the King. So coaches Tom and Pete DuPuy have their work cut out for them. They're down 14 points with about a minute to go in the third quarter of this championship game. Shoreham seems to have the momentum right now, John. Maybe after the timeout, when we get back, we'll see if Christ the King can make the adjustments.
Yep.
Just take the opportunity, John. There's been a lot of volunteers working in the concession stand, working on the clock and the scorebook, the volunteer officials, and the West Rutland Booster Club, a small band of really energetic, hardworking people, done another great job of staging this tournament.
Yeah, and I think every one of them that works on it, they do it because they love what they're doing, and they love to help the kids out. And when you can come down here and just sit back and watch your efforts pay off, that's what makes it worth it.
And I think, John, also the tradition of 35 years of tournament, and a guy like Ed Glodzik, who was just an active member of the Booster Club, he used to do the same thing. It means a lot to the people around here. This tournament is their tournament.
I knew Ed well, and boy, he just couldn't do enough for the youth of this community, and that's why they dedicated this tournament to him, and hopefully for many more years.
Okay, Jason Leonard's back now. He's got a chance to extend the Shoreham lead to 16 points. He misses. Bolger with the rebound, left-handed up and in. Okay, Christ the King with the ball now, trying to get something started. They're going to go to their set offense, their half-court offense. They haven't been able to run the floor. If you can't get those rebounds, John, you can't even run the fast break offense, you know.
Christ the King is really struggling right now. They've got 2 of their best players on the bench with 4 fouls, and I think you're going to see Coach DuPuy bring them back in pretty, well, probably at the start of the 4th period, because it's all or nothing at this point.
Underneath the Bolger, up and misses. He gets his own rebound, shoots it up. Got a tough angle on that one. Atwood with a fall away up in the air. I think that would have cleared Clifford Ray's arms. I'm not sure. If you don't know Clifford Ray, one time One time there was a Dolphin that had something stuck in his stomach, and Clifford Ray's arms reach was long enough, he reached down in and grabbed it out so they didn't have to operate on the Dolphin.
Again, Christ the King on the turnover. They haven't had a shot at the hoop in the last 3 possessions.
Number 30 with the ball, shoots it up, misses. That was Matt Bilodeau. Bolger owns the boards inside, and he scores. There's just nobody to challenge Mike Bolger. At the end of the 3rd quarter, Shoreham's lead has been extended to 21 points. It's 44-23. Be interesting to see if Christ the King can climb back in here. They're going to have to do it early in the 4th quarter. We'll be back with the final quarter of the 35th annual West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tournament in just a moment. Okay, here we are for the 4th quarter, 4th and final quarter of the 35th annual West Rutland 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. Shoreham owns a commanding 21-point lead right now. As John Center told you, Mike Keenan and Pat McCormick are back in the game. It's all or nothing at this point. And also, I saw Pete DePoy giving some instructions to Pat Dudley inside to try to see if he can do a job of boxing out Mike Bolger so Christ the King can get some rebounds and get their fast break going. There's a kid wide open on the inside. McCormick loses the handle, gets it back, goes underneath the Hackett. Hackett sets and shoots. He misses. Silas Canavan gets the rebound, and the ball goes to Leonard. Leonard looks up court to pass to Bilodeau. I'm sorry, to Trudell, but the pass is stolen away. Hackett with the ball. Out to the top of key to Fisher. Fisher shoots it up, misses. Rebound goes to Nick Atwood. You're right, John. He's a big, it's not just Leonard and Bolger. Atwood is a big part of this team.
He has. He has really worked hard all week.
Atwood with the rebound there, up and in. There he is again. Shoreham got a chance to extend their lead to 25 points. McCormick drives left side, and Canavan's called for the foul. If Christ the King is going to catch up, they got to hit foul shots. That's where, when the clock stops, that's when you catch up, right, John?
Absolutely. They can't afford anything to go wrong now. Time's definitely on the side of Shoreham. Probably Coach DePoy is going to give his troops another minute or two to make a attempted run. If he doesn't, he'll probably use the rest of his bench. And boy, I'll tell you, he's got the biggest one of the tournament there.
It's good to see the participation at this level.
It's great.
McCormick hits both foul shots, cut the lead back to 21. There's the full court trap. Looks like Christ the King, after a score, is going to trap. Underneath, there's a shot. The ball's blocked by Dudley. Nice defensive play by Pat Dudley. Keenan with the ball now, hustling the ball up the floor. They haven't got time to waste. Goes to the right side. There's Hackett with a three-pointer. He shoots. It's too far. Rebound goes to Ryan Trudell. Trudell back over to Jason Leonard. 4.5 minutes left in the game. Quick, nice pass underneath to Atwood. He misses. Canavan gets the rebound, shoots it up. He misses. Trudell hustles. Trudell knocks it out of bounds. The ball belongs to Christ the King. Mike Keenan takes the ball out of bounds. Mike Keenan and Pat McCormick in the backcourt for Christ the King. McCormick dribbles left, shoots the three-pointer up. No good. Rebound goes to Dudley. Good rebound outside. There's McCormick shooting over the top of Bolger, and he misses. Makes you change that shot when that guy's that tall, John.
There's no doubt about that.
Nice play by Jason Leonard. Let the defensive man go by him, hung in the air a little bit, and laid it up and over the front of the rim. Pat McCormick again with a three, and he misses. Christ the King is down to those desperation threes right now, John. Yeah. They're down 23 points. They really don't have much choice. There's a traveling call on Mike Bolger. And here comes the rest of the kids in the game. 33 is in for Christ the King. That's Mike Tomasi. Number 14, Jim Reardon.
Right on schedule, just like we called it.
Like you called it, John. Number 4, Jude Johnson. Is that 53, John, out there? 52, Roy Harrison is in.
Yeah, 52.
And number 35 is in for Christ the King. That's Pat Rawls. Canavan's still in, Bolger's still in, Trudell's still in, Leonard's still in, and Atwood's still in for Shoreham. There's a pass, gets away. Leonard saves it outside. He drives it underneath to Atwood. Atwood puts it up, misses. Bolger gets a rebound, puts it up and in. score is 50-25, favor of
Shoreham's got a couple of substitutes sitting here at the bench, and chances are they're going to go in for a couple of the starters as well.
Ball gets loose on the outside. Jude Johnson with the ball, shoots and misses. Shoreham calls timeout.
Shoreham's in the driver's seat now.
Okay, we'll be back in just a minute for the final 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the game in the West Rutland tournament. Shoreham is ahead 50-25, and you can hear the Shoreham fans behind me. They're a little bit excited. The team has a chance to go 25-0 unless something very unusual happens in these last 2 minutes and 49 seconds. And here we are back at West Rutland's Hinchy Gym for the final 2 minutes and 49 seconds of the 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. Shoreham has number 29 in the game, Anthony Tracy. Number 30 is in, Matt Bilodeau. And there's Mike Bolger still in and Jason Leonard still in. Leonard lays it up and in. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Shoreham with a 27-point lead. There's a nice drive down the left side by number 4, Jude Johnson. Lays it up and in. Pretty move. Leonard with the ball at the top of the key. He shoots the three-pointer. He misses. Rebound goes to Bolger, and he's fouled. The foul goes on number 52, Roy Harrison. Number 39 and 33 in the game for Shoreham, and Jason Leonard and Silas Canavan come out to the congratulatory slaps of the coaches. Mike Bolger still in the ball game. He's on the line for Shoreham. Got a chance to extend the lead to 27 points again. Bolger shoots it up. Score. I think kids from Shoreham, do they go to Middlebury to school, John?
I believe it's probably close between Middlebury and Fairhaven.
Probably depends on which side of Atwood's Orchard.
I imagine.
Bolger shoots it up and in. Christ the King with the ball, number 33. Mike Tomasi takes the ball inbounds to Jude Johnson. Johnson makes a nice dribble on the outside. Nick Atwood's going to go back in for Shoreham, looks like. There's Bolger with the ball. He takes the shot in the lane, misses. And there's a foul on Bolger, 48. Okay, Mike Bolger comes out. The congratulatory hug from, looks like it might be his dad, Joe Bolger. Congratulates him on a 25-0 season and a championship here in the West Rutland 5th and 6th grade tourney. Now in the game for Christ the King, Josh Flynn with the ball at the top of the key. Also number 44, Tristan Keefe is back in. Number 50, Andy Morgan's back in.
A lot of activity around the ball that trip.
And Josh Flynn shoots it up, misses. There's 3 Christ the King guys fighting for the rebound. Morgan gets it. There's a jump ball called, and the ball belongs to Christ the King.
Kids aren't looking at the clock.
They're still working hard. They're in the tournament. That's the idea.
Some of these kids are in here, maybe not they're the non-starters, and so they want an opportunity to get on the board as well.
There's another jump ball, hotly contested for those rebounds in there. Shoreham with the ball now. Bilodeau over to Atwood. Atwood takes one of those NBA three-pointers and misses. Rebound Atwood again. He misses that one. That number 20.
Here comes Atwood again.
Who's the kid in the game on number? Is that number, John? 21? Is that supposed to be for Christ the King? I don't see any 21 listed.
That's I think it's 23 actually.
23. That would be, no, that's Sam Fisher. That's not 23.
Is there 2 doubles?
I don't know. Well, the unknown player, number 21's in the game for Christ the King. Sorry we don't have his name. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Andy Morgan.
Dave, can you find out who 21 is for Christ the King? The kid with the tape on there, find out who it is.
Who's the kid with the tape?
With the ball.
Justin Fitzsimmons.
Justin Fitzsimmons, okay, thank you. Oh, I see, he's number 2. That number's crossed out.
Huh.
I get it now. Okay. There was a foul on the play. Number 14 goes to the line. I don't want Justin to be left out here. Get his name on TV. Jimmy Reardon's on the line. He's going to shoot 2. Ball goes up and out. That was 3/4 of the way down, wasn't it, John?
It was. Even though he missed it, he's still a lot better shooter than his father.
Reardon shoots his second one up. Misses. Rebound goes back to Reardon. Shoots a long one-hander.
Now that was more like his father.
Would his father have hit the rim before it went over? Or?
Yeah.
Bilodeau with the ball. Passes behind the back to the outside. Ball goes. 6 seconds left in the game. Atwood shoots, misses. Shoreham counting it down. The game is all over. The final score here in the West Rutland championship game. The 5th and 6th grade tournament, Shoreham runs its season record to 22-0 with a 54-27 victory over a Christ the King club that did not quit. Christ the King's first loss of the year. They were simply outmatched size-wise underneath. They got a couple guys in foul trouble early, but they never give up. The kids played hard the whole game. I think both teams are receiving congratulatory applause from everywhere. They're proud of the way the kids played here. The kids deserve a lot of credit. They showed us some great basketball and a good championship game. We're going to take a break right here, and we'll be right back with some post-game ceremonies in just a moment. Okay, Pat Lahan is Booster Club representative here, and president, is taking the chance here to thank all of the many, many volunteers that have been responsible for this fine 5th and 6th grade tournament put on every year. 16 teams came in here on Monday, played 4 games a night the first couple nights. The referees donated their time, people working on the concession stand, and Pat just wants to say thank you.
We call him the double R, Richard Rivers. If he could come forward.
Special presentation being made to Richard Rivers, who's double R, who's done all the work, the managerial work around here, making sure kids had juice and everything else. He's done an excellent job, and he receives a good hand and a little gift certificate from the Booster Club.
We had to get the hot dog grill going, open up the concession stand, and do the things we had to do to start the tournament. There was someone here every day after school to do that. Beth Glodzik.
Beth Glodzik, Eddie's daughter, is receiving her thank you for the effort she put in and get the concession stand going every day.
Here to help her open up and to do whatever we needed them to do every minute of every hour. Kept the books, helped in the concession, ran errands, did just about everything you could possibly imagine, all volunteer. Tony Higgins.
And Tony Higgins, who worked as a scorekeeper. Tony loves basketball. Tony was recently named to the MVL Division C All-League team.
Slips of paper, but our treasure will make him good. And finally, I'd like to thank all of the Booster Club members themselves. For without them, the tournament would not be possible. Many hours each year they give of their time to help earn money, to supplement our school budget, give scholarships, sponsor JV tournaments, and of course make this the NCAA of 5th and 6th grade basketball possible. I thank them as the president. I thank you very much.
Pat Lahin saying thank you to the members of the Booster Club.
Each year, the number of applicants wanting to get into this tournament grows. We have been told by many that this is a class tournament, and we hope you agree. We do make mistakes, but we try our best to please everyone. We are here for the kids, and that's what this tournament is all about. We welcome all constructive suggestions, and we'll try to make the tournament even better next year. This is our 35th annual 5th and 6th grade tournament, 35 years. And it's the 6th Ed Glodzik tournament. Ed was someone who loved sports and kids of all ages. He was a friend of mine and a friend of many of them. It's fitting that we did name this tournament after him. I would like to introduce his wife, Ann Higgins.
Jimmy's introducing Ann, Ed Glodzik's wife, Ann Higgins.
To this day, she's still involved with the Booster Club and is a big source of helping us stay successful. Also, at this time, I would also like to introduce you to Ed's daughter, Beth, and son, Brian, who will present the
Brian and Beth Glodzik will be presenting the trophies again this year. This being the 6th year of the Ed Glodzik tournament.
They are actively involved with the Booster Club, the basketball teams, and youth of our school. As we said before, Beth was here every day of every week here, doing everything that was possibly asked of her, opening up. And also, Brian is the coach of our 5th grade basketball team, and he did a very, very good job this year.
Brian Glodzik being commended for his efforts as a 5th grade coach.
He also refereed one of the games in the tournament.
Okay, now for the awards.
Fourth place
trophy
the Wallingford Foxes.
goes to the Wallingford Foxes. And the team comes out led by Clay Paini to accept their 4th place trophy. Nice trophies, John.
They're absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't mind having one of them myself.
Those kids are proud of that 4th place finish just as much as they would be of the 1st place finish.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of teams that would take it. I'll tell you. They had to earn it.
3rd place goes to Proctor.
3rd place trophy to the Proctor Phantoms, and their team comes out to accept the trophy. Scott Allenby, Roy Gee, and the rest waving to mom at home.
2nd place, and they put up a battle. Christ the King's Joy.
Christ the King, commended for their tremendous effort here, coached by Peter and Tom DePoy. Outstanding job in the championship game. Nothing to be ashamed of. The kids played hard.
Absolutely not. They played a great tournament.
And now I present to you the 1994
the 35th champion for the 5th and 6th grade tournament, the Shoreham Raiders. Mike Bolger, Rick Atwood outside, hold the trophy up. I think this is what Pat was talking about when he said this one's for the kids.
Absolutely.
You won't find a happier group of kids anywhere.
Like I said on the onset, this tournament tends to bring memories that last a lifetime, and
they've just got one, John.
They've got one.
Although we admit that everyone in this tournament is an all-star, we do have
now we have the naming of the 10 members of the all-tourney team, chosen by representatives in the stands who have been here every single night, people who know basketball.
Pat Parker.
From the 76ers, Pat Parker from the Rutland 76ers.
And he's the one I spoke about that drained the shot from half court. It was unbelievable.
So he gets a little trophy to go with his memory of the half court.
He's got 2 memories.
Tanner Romano.
Tanner Romano from Neshabie.
for Rutland Town. And I don't believe he could make it tonight. He's at a district band festival, and I'd like to ask his coach, Mo Fredette, to come forward and pick it up. Kyle Wilson.
Kyle Wilson from Rutland Town School, all-tourney team. This isn't Kyle, this guy's a little bit older. This is the Rutland Town coach, Mo Fredette.
But Kyle is the son of Mill River coach Jay Wilson.
And Mo Fredette was a West Rutland boy, wasn't he?
Sure was.
Our very own West Rutland, Nate Bruno.
Nate Bruno from West Rutland came to the all-tourney team.
Wallingford, Clay Piano.
Clay Piani.
These kids don't give up hustling. Not one of them's walked for a trophy yet.
Clay Piani wins the, was also chosen the all-tourney team.
Recruit in here, let's go. Proctor, Pat Ryder.
Pat Ryder from Proctor, all-tourney selection.
Christ the King, Mike Keenan.
Mike Keenan from Christ the King, chosen to the all-tourney team. My guess is, let's see, Pat McCormick?
Yeah, no surprise.
Christ the King, Pat McCormick.
Pat McCormick from Christ the King named to the all-tourney team. This is a special memory, John.
Can't beat this.
For Shoreham, Jason Leonard.
Jason Leonard from Shoreham had an outstanding game tonight. I don't know how many points he scored, but he had a bunch of them. And the last one I'm sure goes to
invited this person to come and live with me if he wants. Mike Bolger.
Mike Bolger from Shoreham. All-tourney team. Here, we'll wrap it up now here from West Rutland's Hinchy Gym. All-tourney teams picked. Champion crowned Shoreham. Rutland's Cable 15. Rutland Community Television has been proud to bring you the 35th annual West Rutland 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. With my sidekick, Johnny Lee Center, I'm Mickey Caligiri. Thanks to Brian Mayhew on the camera. We hope you enjoy this game when you see it tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks for Channel 15 for making it that extra special.